I started the day by lighting a candle and looking at the English year from diaries and letters compiled by Geoffrey Grigson, Oxford University Press, 1967. I like to slip down through wormholes of time when out walking, particularly on special days of the year. December 22nd, 1772. First ice. Icicles, ground very white. Nasturtiums cut all down and rotten. Gilbert White, Hampshire. We went on a 5-mile walk today from Stroud, through the heavens, up to Lipiat, back down through the heavens and back to Stroud along the canal towpath. We remembered Citizen John Thelwall, that Jacobin fox, the most dangerous man in England, who stayed where we walked in the summer of 1797 after leaving Coleridge at Nether Stowey. We also reflected on the clarity of winter light, lux brumalis, and how we develop microvision in winter in the manner of William Blake. We remembered those famous lines from Auguries of Experience at noon when a shaft of sunlight leapt through the clouds. To see a world in a grain of sand and a heaven in a wild flower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. At sunset, I lit another candle and reread a few more lines from A Christmas Carol, which is a solstitial tradition of mine. I leave the lingering crepuscular light with these words. Marley was dead, to begin with. There is no doubt whatever about that. The register of his burial was signed by the clergyman, the clerk, the undertaker, and the chief mourner. Scrooge signed it. And Scrooge's name was good upon change for anything he chose to put his hand to. Old Marley was dead as a doornail. I finished these lines in the strange crepuscular light of the solstice by leaving the past and addressing the present and future. Scrooge found redemption through 3 visitations. I intend to devote my energies in the new year to the Blue Lantern Project, a pilot project in Gloucester based upon the creation of sustainable temporary living accommodation for the homeless.
heard a bird sing in the dark of December. A wondrous sing in the dark of December. We are near to spring, and we were in September. We were to spring, and we were in September. We are near to spring, and we were in September. We are nearer to spring than we were in September. I heard a bird sing in the dark of December.
As soon as we had died, we decided to walk home. The white tatter flag marked where each journey began. It was a slow business, so much water to be crossed, so many dirt roads followed. We walked together and alone. You must understand, we can never be passengers anymore. Even the smallest children had to make their own way to their graves, through acres and acres of sunflowers, somehow no longer pretty. A soldier cradled a cigarette, a teddy bear, and his gun. He didn't see us pass. Our light was far too thin. We skirted villages and cities. Traceable mountains marked the way, soared above their peaks like flocks of clouds, like shoals of rain. At last the fields and woods grew weary, and the sea began. You could tell we were home by the way the shadows leaned. We were gathered, like crane flies in the window light of familiar rooms, grieving for all the things we would never hold again. Forgive us for coming back. We didn't travel all this way to break your hearts. We came to ask if you might heal the world.
Sunrise midday, sunset. First light, 7:33 a.m. Blearily, I sit up and peer out of the window through half-closed eyes. There's a faint gleam over the top of the roofs, or maybe I'm imagining it. Quiet. If there was a dawn chorus, I've missed it. Maybe it's still to come. I turn over and go back to sleep. I'm really not a morning person. Midday. A prolonged birthday breakfast. Stomachs full, we leave the bright warmth and chatter of the cafe and stroll back arm in arm along the boardwalk, its serpentine line curving through the trees. The sound of our feet dulled on the smoothed wood surface. An opaque grey sky above threatens rain. Icy wind whips up piles of dead leaves, foraging blackbirds calling a warning as they skitter across our path. It's good to be out. The cold makes me feel alive. Last light, 4:47 p.m. I'm in the kitchen rolling pastry. I go to the door and glance outside, hovering between warmth and cold. There's still a faint glow left in the sky, darkness kept at bay by the flickering yellow streetlight opposite. I go back inside and continue making mince pies. It's been a bleak winter's day. I'm going to light the fire soon.